Okay, number 4 says 25y squared minus 100x squared equals 2500. Graph the hyperbola described above. So it doesn't really look like a hyperbola equation right now, but the reason why is it's not equal to 1. So there's a pretty quick, easy way to do that. We're just going to divide everything by 2500. Okay, so if we divide this by 2500, that by 2500, and that by 2500. So we're going to end up with 25 divided by 2500 is y squared over 100 minus, this is going to be x squared over 25 equals 1. Okay, this looks a little bit more familiar. The center is going to be 0, 0. So we'll mark the center. The x is going to go 5 in each direction because the square root of 25 is 5. So we'll go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make a mark there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The y is going to go 10 in each direction because the square root of 100 is 10. So I'll do a different color for those. We'll go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it looks like it's going to be down here as well. Alright, and let's create the box for this. And this box will give us our asymptote lines, and we'll then be able to tell what the vertices and covertices are. Okay, so what the heck, let's draw the asymptote lines in right now. There's one asymptote line. There's another asymptote line. We can get to those equations in just a little bit here. Extend it out. Okay, on number 3, we saw that if it was an x squared minus a y squared, it was going to open to the side. But this is a y squared minus an x squared, so that means it's going to open up and down. So, if you want to just double check your notes here, that was like the second problem, where this was a y squared minus an x squared and it opened up and down. Okay, so that means our hyperbola is going to be up here on the red dot and down here on the red dot as well. Oops. And it's going to look something like that. Okay. So, we have our hyperbola drawn. You know, it's probably not perfect, but we at least know it opens up and down. And so this is going to be our vertex at the bottom and our other vertex at the top. So our vertices we'll do in red. That's going to be 0, 10. And 0, negative 10. The covertices are the black dots. And so that's going to be 5, 0, and negative 5, 0. Okay, so we know our focus is going to be somewhere up here and somewhere down here on the word asymptotes, but we need to calculate what that is. So our foci, we're going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Give ourselves some room. So a was 5, b was 10. So 5 squared is 25, 10 squared is 100. So c is the square root of 125. Okay, this will simplify. 125 is 25 times 5. So the square root of 25 is 5. So it's 5 root 5 is the exact answer. Okay, if we want to figure out what that is approximately, we'll bust out our calculator. 5 square root 5 gives us about 11.2. Okay, so if we want to graph those focal points, we would go 11.2 up and 11.2 down. So we'll do stars again. That worked out well. This is 10, so 11.2 is somewhere about there, and somewhere around there. Okay, so our foci are going to be 0, comma 5 root 5, and then 0, comma negative 5 root 5. Sorry, that's a negative 5 root 5. Okay, so we have our foci, we have our vertices, covertices. Now we just need to figure out the equations of these asymptotes. So the positive sloped one is going to have a rise of 10 and a run of 5. And so it's going to be y equals 10 over 5x, which really can be reduced down to 2x. And the negative slope line that's right here is going to be y equals negative 10 over 5x, which is y equals negative 2x. So our two asymptote lines are y equals 2x and y equals negative 2x. Alright, so that's number 4. If you want to see how to do number 5, watch the next video.